Hello folks, and thank you for clicking on my video. Today I want to talk to you about the king of rock and roll, which was and still is Elvis Presley. I will tell you why Elvis Presley's father, Vernon Presley, mysteriously locked away his son's autopsy in a sealed safe for 50 years back in 1977. Plus I will also tell you why Elvis Presley's mother Gladys always looked so sad in her pictures. Okay, here we go. Let's start with Elvis himself. Elvis was born on the 8th of January, 1935, in the small town of Tupelo, Mississippi. His father, Vernon Presley, was an actor, and his mother was Gladys Smith Presley. Gladys was of Irish and Scottish descent and was about to give birth to twins, Elvis and Jessie Guerin. But sadly, Jessie Guerin was stillborn, which deeply affected Gladys and Elvis for most of their lives. Elvis was born to be a singer and the world's greatest entertainer, and began his professional career in 1953 at the young age of 18. Elvis had so much talent at such a young age and could perform rock and roll, pop, rockabilly, country, gospel, blues, and rhythm and blues. But the king was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1953 at the age of 23 and was sent to Germany for 2 years, on which he would climb to the rank of sergeant. Elvis had so much talent from an early age, and that is maybe why he mastered the art of the guitar and piano, and had the best male vocal in the history of entertainment. But to me, I think Germany was one of Elvis Presley's biggest downfalls of his life, for this is where he met his wife-to-be, Priscilla Wagner. Priscilla was just 14 when she met Elvis, and Elvis was 24. Now I am not going to go into the age difference and the buts and maybes of what happened and what might have happened between them both. But what I do know is that back in the 50s and 60s, it was very common for older men to date younger women, just like Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, and thousands of others. Elvis left the army in 1960 and headed back to America to get back into his music and singing career. 3 years later, in March 1963, Elvis moved Priscilla from Germany to his American mansion house known as Graceland. By now, Priscilla was just about to turn 18. Little did Elvis know that somewhere down the line she would ruin his life. The couple married on May 1st, 1967, and was said to be the fastest wedding ceremony in history, lasting only 8 minutes. Maybe because it was arranged by his promoter, Colonel Tom Parker, who would later go on to rob Elvis Presley blind and steal most of his fortune. On the 1st of February 1968, Elvis and Priscilla had their first and only child, Lisa Marie. She was a godsend to Elvis, but throughout her years, the beautiful Lisa Marie was destined for the wrong path in life and passed away after many years of abuse on the 12th of January 2023 at just 54 years old. But that beautiful princess left an unforgettable legacy to the king of rock and roll. She had 4 beautiful children, Riley, Benjamin, Harper, and Finley, Aaron. Sadly, Benjamin passed away on July the 12th, 2020. So sad. Now Elvis, Lisa, and Benjamin are all together now. I will get back to Elvis and his loved ones in other videos that I plan to make after this one. But let us move on to his father, Vernon Presley. Vernon is a very unusual suspect in the death of his own son. Believe it or not, Vernon was jealous of Elvis. He was jealous of Tom Parker and all of the money that Parker was making from Elvis because Vernon was only getting a very small percentage of the king's earnings. This question has been in millions of Elvis Presley fans for almost 50 years now. How in the hell had Vernon Presley the power to lock away Elvis Presley's original autopsy for 50 years? What was the reason? The autopsy that was shown to the world back in 1977 was all lies, all made up, and it must have cost a huge amount of money to do such a thing. But the question still remains. Why? What was Vernon hiding? The public are not stupid, my friends. What really happened to Elvis Presley? Look at the original pictures of Elvis Presley's coffin. Does that look like a 42-year-old Elvis Presley to you? He looks in his 20s here. What actually happened? Why was this picture of Elvis in his coffin sold to the world? It is not the king in that coffin, I will tell you that now. 100% that is not the Elvis Presley that we seen 3 months before his supposed death. Is this all a scam that was made up by Vernon? Did Elvis Presley really pass away on August 16, 1977? Or was it all just a hoax? A fake death so that Elvis could just escape from the world and start living again? I will let you decide, my friends. I myself think there is something very fishy about the whole scenario. This is a genuine photo of Elvis just 1 month before his fake death. Compare this photo with the last photo that I have showed you lying in his coffin. Do they look like the same person? Not a hope in the world. And I truly believe that his father had this all staged. I will tell you now, folks. I, without a shadow of a doubt, know everything. Every single second of Elvis Presley's life. From when he was born to when he vanished, and make no mistake about it. I will tell you the truth before August 2027, when his autopsy was unlawfully hidden from the public. We have only 21 months until that autopsy is revealed. But the real question is, will that autopsy actually be revealed? I bet not. Let us just wait and see, because I, for one, will not rest until I know the truth. My next video will be about Elvis Presley's mother Gladys, and I will reveal why that poor woman was so sad in her pictures and what caused her sadness. Goodbye for now, all you Elvis fans, and may God bless you all. Rest in peace, Elvis, Lisa, and Benjamin.